When you look at the health challenges that tend to show up after 60, you start realizing how much the little things matter. Energy begins to dip, digestion slows down, muscles don't respond the way they used to, and vision doesn't feel as sharp as before. And the truth is, most people begin stacking supplements. One for the eyes, one for joints, another for energy, another for vitamins. But sometimes nature gives us something far simpler, far safer, and far more effective than another pill. That's why this one fruit deserves a place in the daily routine of every senior. It's not exotic, it's not expensive, and it doesn't require complicated preparation. Yet it behaves like a natural multivitamin specifically tailored for the needs of the aging body. What makes this fruit remarkable is that it's packed with exactly the vitamins and minerals that tend to decline in people over 60. It delivers vitamin C to support the immune system, encourages collagen formation for skin and joints, and helps the body absorb iron more efficiently. It brings a dose of vitamin K that supports bone strength, which becomes increasingly important as bones naturally lose density with age. It carries a combination of antioxidants that protect cells from stress and slow down natural wear and tear. And even though it's rich in nutrients, it's incredibly gentle on the digestive system. Seniors often struggle with foods that feel heavy, cause bloating, or take too long to break down. This fruit doesn't do any of that. It digests easily, delivers high-quality hydration, and provides fiber that keeps the digestive system moving without irritation. For many seniors, appetite naturally decreases with age. The body isn't always signaling hunger the way it used to, so nutrient gaps slowly begin to widen. That's where this fruit quietly shines. Even a small serving gives the body an impressive profile of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and natural plant compounds. It doesn't overwhelm the palate. Its flavor is mild enough to suit sensitive tastes, yet refreshing enough to feel energizing. And what's even better is how effortlessly it supports daily routines. It can be eaten on its own, blended into a smoothie, added to breakfast, or used as a light snack between meals. One of the most underestimated benefits of this fruit is its ability to help preserve strength and muscle mass. Seniors often assume muscle loss is unavoidable, but much of it is tied to poor nutrient absorption, insufficient antioxidants, and a lack of certain vitamins. This fruit provides nutrients that help fuel the mitochondria, the tiny engines inside every muscle cell that give the body energy. When mitochondria function better, muscles stay stronger, balance improves, and mobility remains steady. That's why incorporating something this simple can make such a noticeable difference in everyday vitality. Digestion also tends to shift with age, and that shift affects everything from sleep to mood to nutrient uptake. The gentle fiber in this fruit works like a natural regulator. It doesn't cause the sharp spikes that harsh, insoluble fibers do. Instead, it supports smooth digestion, reduces constipation, and keeps the gut calm. And the gut matters more than most people realize. It impacts immunity, inflammation, even cognitive function. When the gut is supported, the rest of the body follows. That's why this fruit is such an easy daily win, especially for seniors who want better digestive comfort without relying on laxatives or enzyme supplements. Vision is another area where this fruit stands out. The antioxidants it carries help protect the delicate cells of the eyes from oxidative stress. Over time, exposure to light, screens, and natural aging wears down those cells. The compounds in this fruit help strengthen the eyes, improve tear production, and support the macula, the part of the eye responsible for clear, sharp central vision. Many seniors notice that after adding this fruit regularly, their eyes feel less strained, more hydrated, and more stable throughout the day. Another quiet benefit is hydration. Seniors often don't drink enough water, either because thirst diminishes with age or because they avoid frequent bathroom trips. This fruit contains structured water that's naturally infused with electrolytes, minerals, and antioxidants. This type of hydration is absorbed more efficiently than plain water alone, which helps joints, skin, and energy levels feel noticeably better. All of this comes together in a way that makes this fruit stand out from the rest. It nourishes without overwhelming the body. It energizes without stimulating it, It supports the eyes, muscles, digestion, and immune system all at once, without the need to take multiple supplements. And when something this simple fits so easily into a daily routine, consistency becomes almost effortless. As the body ages, one of the first changes people notice is a gradual loss of strength. Movements that once felt effortless start to require more focus, more balance, and sometimes more recovery time. This happens long before someone feels truly old, and it catches many by surprise. But beneath that surface change is something far more important happening inside the cells. The mitochondria, those tiny engines responsible for powering every muscle fiber, are slowing down. They become less efficient, less responsive, and less capable of producing the energy needed to maintain strong, healthy muscles. That's why this fruit becomes such a powerful ally for seniors. It doesn't just offer nutrients, it supports the cellular machinery that keeps muscles working at their best. Inside this fruit are natural compounds that help fuel the mitochondria directly. These compounds act like premium quality fuel for the body's internal engines. When the mitochondria receive this type of support, they produce energy more efficiently. And when muscles receive a steadier flow of energy, seniors feel it where it matters most. Better balance, more stability, and more confidence in daily movement. Small activities like climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or carrying groceries begin to feel smoother because the muscles are responding the way they should. One of the greatest contributors to age-related muscle loss is oxidative stress. As the body gets older, free radicals accumulate, damaging mitochondria and slowing down their ability to generate energy. This fruit contains antioxidants that specifically target those unstable molecules. They neutralize them before they can damage muscle cells. Over time, this means less muscle breakdown, more muscle preservation, and a noticeable improvement in endurance. Seniors often describe feeling like they can move for longer without getting tired. And that's because the mitochondria aren't getting overloaded the way they normally would. Another powerful aspect of this fruit is its natural anti-inflammatory effect. Chronic low-grade inflammation is extremely common in people over 60. It stiffens the joints, weakens the muscles, and interferes with the communication between the nervous system and muscle fibers. When inflammation is reduced, muscles fire more efficiently, nerve signals reach them faster, reflexes improve. Even the simple act of maintaining posture begins to feel easier. And these improvements don't just show up during exercise, they show up during everyday life. Walking feels smoother, standing feels stronger, and movements feel more controlled. Muscle retention also depends heavily on blood flow. Healthy circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients to muscle tissue, allowing it to repair and grow. This fruit supports the elasticity of blood vessels, helping them stay flexible and responsive. Better circulation means more oxygen reaching the mitochondria, and more oxygen means more energy production. Seniors who consume this fruit regularly often notice their muscles recovering faster from activity, even from routine tasks. Instead of feeling wiped out after household chores or a long walk, they feel more capable and less drained. Another overlooked benefit is how this fruit impacts protein utilization. As people get older, their ability to absorb and use protein declines. Even if a senior eats enough protein, the body may not convert it into muscle as efficiently as it once did. The enzymes and natural compounds in this fruit help the body break down nutrients more effectively, especially amino acids. When protein absorption improves, muscle maintenance becomes easier. The body can actually use the protein it receives rather than letting it go to waste. This is especially important for seniors who struggle to eat large meals or maintain consistent protein intake. The fruit's natural sugars also play a supportive role, but not in the way most people fear. These sugars are paired with fiber and antioxidants, creating a gentle, steady release of energy. This stable energy curve prevents blood sugar crashes that lead to weakness or fatigue. Instead, the body receives a slow and reliable supply of fuel that helps keep the mitochondria active. This is the opposite of a sugar spike from processed foods. It's a controlled, natural form of energy that muscles can use immediately. Over time, these combined Effects create something seniors can feel in daily life. Strength no longer declines as quickly. Muscles hold on to their tone. Walking speed improves. Balance becomes steadier. Even activities that require coordination start to feel easier because the mitochondria are functioning more like they did years earlier. And when muscles stay strong, independence stays strong. The ability to move confidently is one of the biggest predictors of long-term health for seniors, and supporting the mitochondria is one of the simplest ways to protect that independence. This is why eating this fruit daily becomes so valuable. It nourishes the very core of muscle health, supporting the engines inside every cell and helping the body maintain strength, stability, and energy as the years go by. One of the most noticeable changes people experience as they enter their 60s and beyond is the gradual shift in their vision. Reading small print becomes more challenging. Night driving feels uncomfortable, and the eyes tire more quickly than they used to. These changes can feel inevitable, but the truth is that much of what we call age-related eye decline is actually the result of oxidative stress, slow, gradual damage to the delicate cells of the eyes. And this is where the fruit we're talking about becomes surprisingly powerful. It carries antioxidants, carotenoids, and polyphenols that work like a protective shield for the eyes, helping preserve clarity, sharpness, and long-term eye function. The eyes are constantly exposed to sources of stress, sunlight, screens, pollution, and even metabolic processes inside the body. Over time, this generates free radicals, unstable molecules that damage the retina, the macula, and the tiny blood vessels that nourish the eyes. The antioxidants in this fruit act like a cleanup crew. They neutralize these free radicals before they can harm the cells responsible for vision. When the body receives these antioxidants consistently, it builds a strong defense system that keeps the eyes resilient, even in the face of everyday strain. One of the key groups of nutrients in this fruit is carotenoids. These are pigments found in certain fruits that give them their vibrant color, but their benefits go far beyond appearance. Carotenoids like beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin accumulate directly in the retina, especially in the macula, the part of the eye responsible for central vision, reading, and recognizing faces. As people age, the macula naturally thins and becomes more vulnerable to damage. The carotenoids in this fruit help strengthen the macular pigment, making it more resistant to oxidative stress. This is crucial because a stronger macula translates to sharper, more stable vision. Lutein and zeaxanthin, in particular, function like internal sunglasses. They filter out high-energy blue light, the type of light that comes from digital screens, LED bulbs, and sunlight. Too much blue light exposure accelerates eye aging and contributes to dry eyes, eye fatigue, and long-term retinal stress. When seniors eat this fruit regularly, these pigments build up in the eyes and create a natural filter layer. Instead of letting blue light directly strike the retina, the pigments absorb and neutralize it. That's why people often notice their eyes feeling less strained, especially in the afternoon or evening when screen time accumulates. Another important component in this fruit is vitamin C, which plays a major role in protecting the collagen structures of the eye. The eye contains some of the highest concentrations of vitamin C in the entire body because it's constantly defending itself from oxidation. Vitamin C strengthens the tiny blood vessels that feed the retina and supports the fluid balance inside the eye. This becomes particularly important for seniors who experience dryness or irritation, as stronger vessels help maintain steady nourishment and lubrication. With consistent intake, the eyes stay more hydrated, less irritated, and more resilient during activities like reading or driving. This fruit is also rich in polyphenols, plant compounds with strong anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation inside the eye is one of the quietest contributors to declining vision. It doesn't always cause pain, but over time it damages the tissues responsible for focus and clarity. Polyphenols calm this inflammation, allowing the eyes to function more smoothly. They also improve circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients flow freely to the optic nerve and retinal cells. Better circulation reduces the risk of age-related eye concerns, and supports long-term visual stability. Something many seniors overlook is how the health of the eyes is tied to the health of the entire body. When oxidative stress increases, it doesn't just damage the eyes, it affects overall energy, the skin, the immune system, and even cognitive function. The antioxidants in this fruit help lower systemic oxidative stress, indirectly benefiting eye health even further. When inflammation is lower throughout the body, the eyes receive more stable blood flow, less tissue swelling, and a stronger foundation to perform at their best. Regular hydration from this fruit also plays an underrated role. The eyes rely on a stable tear film to stay comfortable and moist. When the body is even slightly dehydrated, the tear film becomes thin, causing burning, itching, blurriness, and difficulty focusing. The natural water content in this fruit, combined with its electrolytes and vitamins, supplies the eyes with moisture that is easily absorbed and easily used. Seniors often notice that their eyes feel clearer and more refreshed, simply because they're finally getting consistent hydration at the cellular level. All of these benefits come together to create a powerful support system for aging eyes. This fruit helps protect the retina, strengthens the macula, filters harmful light, improves circulation, reduces inflammation, and nourishes the delicate tissues that maintain sharp, steady vision. It doesn't promise miracle cures, but it provides the kind of daily nourishment that the eyes depend on to age gracefully. When seniors make this fruit part of their routine, they give their eyes a fighting chance to stay strong, vibrant, and resilient for years to come. As the body ages, digestion becomes one of the first systems to show signs of slowing down. Foods that were once easy to handle begin to feel heavy. Meals sit longer in the stomach, and the digestive system doesn't move as smoothly as it used to. Many seniors experience bloating, constipation, irregularity, or discomfort without realizing how deeply these issues affect their overall health. When digestion weakens, nutrient absorption declines, energy drops, and even the immune system takes a hit. This is where the daily consumption of this fruit becomes such an important advantage. Its fiber, natural water content, and gentle enzymes work together to support the digestive system in a way that feels almost effortless. The type of fiber in this fruit is what makes it especially helpful for people over 60. Instead of being harsh or abrasive, it's a soft, soluble fiber that forms a gel-like texture in the gut. This helps increase stool moisture and softness, making it easier for the body to eliminate waste without strain. Seniors often struggle with constipation not because they lack food, but because the colon absorbs too much water from the stool. This fruit counteracts that effect by helping the stool retain moisture, allowing it to pass comfortably and consistently. And because it's not a stimulant, it doesn't create dependency or the discomfort that many laxatives cause. Soluble fiber also feeds the beneficial bacteria in the gut. As these bacteria break down fiber, they release short-chain fatty acids that nourish the intestinal lining. Over time, this strengthens the gut barrier, reduces inflammation, and supports smoother digestion. A healthy gut microbiome improves everything from bowel regularity to immune resilience. Many seniors don't realize that a weakened microbiome can contribute to cravings, fatigue, mood swings, and even cognitive decline. By giving the gut consistent nourishment, this fruit helps restore that balance and keeps the digestive system running smoothly. Another major advantage comes from the fruit's high natural water content. Seniors often drink less water than they need because the sensation of thirst decreases with age. Without realizing it, the body moves into a mild state of dehydration, which impacts digestion, joint comfort, circulation, and energy levels. The water inside this fruit isn't just plain water, it's structured water combined with electrolytes, natural sugars, and minerals that the body absorbs more efficiently. This provides gentle hydration at the cellular level, helping the gut stay lubricated and the digestive muscles function more effectively. A hydrated digestive tract moves food more easily, absorbs nutrients more fully, and handles fiber without irritation. This fruit also contains natural enzymes that support the breakdown of food. As the body gets older, enzyme production declines, which means proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, don't always break down completely. This leads to gas, bloating, and the feeling of fullness even after small meals. The enzymes in this fruit help lighten the load on the stomach and intestines. They assist in breaking food down into smaller, more absorbable particles, allowing nutrients to enter the bloodstream more efficiently. When nutrient absorption improves, energy levels rise, muscle function improves, and the immune system becomes more responsive. Even the skin benefits because the body finally receives the vitamins and minerals it needs to repair and regenerate. A strong digestive system also plays a major role in reducing inflammation. Poor digestion leads to fermentation of food in the gut, which produces compounds that trigger inflammation throughout the body. This contributes to joint discomfort, fatigue, and a general sense of slow recovery. The fiber and antioxidants in this fruit naturally help lower inflammation in the digestive tract. A calmer gut means a calmer body, and many seniors notice that they feel lighter, more comfortable, and more stable in their daily routine. This fruit's gentle action on blood sugar is another hidden benefit. The combination of fiber, water, and antioxidants helps slow the absorption of natural sugars, preventing spikes and crashes. Stable blood sugar helps digestion function more consistently and prevents the sluggishness that often follows meals. Seniors who eat this fruit daily often notice that they feel more satisfied, experience fewer cravings, and have more steady energy throughout the day. The cumulative effect of all these properties is profound. Digestion becomes smoother, bowel movements become more regular, and the gut feels calmer. Nutrients that were previously slipping through the system unused suddenly begin to nourish the body again. Hydration improves without effort, simply through daily enjoyment of the fruit. And because digestion plays such a central role in overall well-being, improvements in this area ripple through the entire body, supporting better movement, better energy, and better long-term health. Eating this fruit daily is one of the simplest ways seniors can support their digestive system, enhance nutrient absorption, and stay comfortably hydrated without adding extra supplements or complicated habits. It's a gentle, natural approach that makes a noticeable difference in how the body feels and functions every single day. As the body moves past 60, inflammation becomes a quiet companion that few people notice at first. It shows up as morning stiffness, slower movement, foggier thinking, or a persistent heaviness in the joints. It creeps into the arteries, making them less flexible, and into the brain, making concentration feel more difficult. Most of this inflammation doesn't come from dramatic illness. It comes from years of oxidative stress, daily wear and tear, and a gradual decline in the body's ability to repair itself. That's why this fruit becomes so valuable. Its anti-inflammatory compounds work from multiple angles, calming the body, supporting the heart, and keeping the mind sharp. The first way this fruit helps is by supplying antioxidants that neutralize the free radicals responsible for chronic inflammation. Free radicals damage cells, disrupt communication between tissues, and trigger immune reactions that keep the body in a constant state of low-grade inflammation. This fruit's polyphenols step in like a cleanup crew. They neutralize these unstable molecules before they can cause harm. When the body has a steady supply of these protective compounds, inflammation gradually decreases. Seniors often notice the results in the simplest moments: less joint stiffness when standing up, easier movement during daily activities, and fewer aches that used to linger longer than necessary. A major reason seniors experience stiff or swollen joints is because inflammation slowly breaks down the cartilage that cushions bones. The antioxidants in this fruit help protect those joints by reducing oxidative stress within the cartilage cells. Over time, this helps preserve joint flexibility and decreases the discomfort associated with movement. Instead of feeling rusty or slow first thing in the morning, the joints feel more responsive, and mobility becomes smoother. Seniors who eat this fruit regularly often describe their body as feeling lighter, not because inflammation has disappeared entirely, but because it's no longer weighing on the joints as heavily. Another important benefit comes from how this fruit supports the heart and arteries. As the arteries age, inflammation can cause them to stiffen and narrow. This increases the workload on the heart and reduces the smooth flow of blood to vital organs. The anti-inflammatory compounds in this fruit help protect the lining of the arteries, keeping them more flexible and reducing the buildup of oxidative damage. The fruit's natural fiber also helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels by binding to excess cholesterol in the digestive tract. With lower inflammation and healthier arteries, blood can circulate more freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the body without strain. Good circulation doesn't just support the heart, it also keeps the brain functioning at its best. The brain depends on consistent blood flow to deliver oxygen and glucose, the fuel that powers memory, focus, and processing speed. Inflammation disrupts this flow, making the brain work harder and reducing mental clarity. The antioxidants in this fruit help calm inflammation around the blood vessels in the brain, improving the flow of nutrients and supporting sharper cognitive function. Seniors often notice better focus, clearer thinking, and improved memory recall when inflammation is reduced. Another major way this fruit supports the brain is by protecting the neurons themselves. Neurons are incredibly sensitive to oxidative stress. When they become inflamed, communication between brain cells slows, leading to forgetfulness, slower reaction times, or difficulty concentrating. The polyphenols in this fruit help protect these neurons by reducing inflammation in the brain tissue. This results in smoother communication between brain cells and a stronger foundation for long-term cognitive health. This fruit also contains compounds that help regulate inflammation throughout the entire body. Some of these compounds interfere with inflammatory pathways that trigger swelling, tissue irritation, and joint discomfort. Others enhance the production of anti-inflammatory molecules that the body naturally produces. This creates a balanced inflammatory response, not too high and not too low. Balance is key because inflammation isn't always harmful. The problem arises when it becomes chronic. This fruit helps the body find the equilibrium it needs to maintain healthy tissue without falling into a constant state of stress. Heart receives another layer of support from the fruit's ability to improve blood viscosity. When inflammation is high, the blood becomes thicker and harder to pump. The antioxidants in this fruit help reduce this thickness, allowing the heart to work more efficiently. A healthier heart means better endurance, steadier energy levels, and decreased strain during activity. Seniors may notice they can walk longer, climb stairs more comfortably, or recover faster after exertion, simply because their cardiovascular system isn't fighting against inflammation. Even the mood benefits when inflammation decreases. Studies have shown that chronic inflammation can influence chemicals in the brain linked to mood and motivation. When inflammation goes down, mood often becomes more stable, and the mind feels more at ease. The natural compounds in this fruit help create that internal calm by reducing stress on the nervous system and supporting healthy neurotransmitter function. All of these benefits connect in a way that supports the body as a whole. Reduced inflammation means less joint stiffness, healthier arteries, and a clearer mind. Improved heart function enhances circulation, which feeds both muscles and brain cells more efficiently. Sharper cognition adds confidence and ease to daily life. And it all begins with the consistent intake of a simple fruit that nourishes the body with anti-inflammatory compounds, antioxidants, and the natural support the aging body needs to move, think, and feel its best. For seniors who want to truly benefit from this fruit, the way it's eaten matters just as much as the number of times it's eaten. The body changes with age, and digestion, hormones, energy rhythms, and nutrient absorption all shift. That's why timing, portion size, and simple daily habits can make the difference between mild benefits and remarkable improvements. The goal is not just to add this fruit to the diet, but to make sure the body absorbs and uses its nutrients as efficiently as possible. The ideal time to enjoy this fruit is earlier in the day, especially in the morning. After a night of fasting, the digestive system is rested and more receptive to hydration, antioxidants, and natural sugars. Eating the fruit on an empty or semi-empty stomach allows its enzymes to work freely without competing with heavier foods. Seniors often notice better digestion, smoother bowel movements, and a boost in energy when they start their morning with this fruit. The natural hydration it provides also helps counter the dehydration that occurs overnight, supporting clearer thinking and better mobility first thing in the day. Another good time to eat this fruit is mid-afternoon, especially when energy tends to dip. Many seniors experience a slump between 2 and 4 p.m., when blood sugar and alertness naturally decline. A serving of this fruit offers a steady release of natural energy without the crash that comes from processed snacks. Its gentle sugars, paired with fiber, help stabilize blood glucose, while antioxidants give the brain and body a subtle lift. Instead of reaching for tea, biscuits, or packaged snacks, choosing this fruit helps maintain clarity and stamina until evening. When it comes to portion size, most seniors do well with 1 to 2 servings per day. A serving usually fits comfortably in the palm of the hand, though this varies slightly depending on the fruit size. 1 serving offers enough fiber, hydration, enzymes, and antioxidants to create noticeable benefits without overwhelming the digestive system. 2 servings spread throughout the day provide long-lasting support for digestion, heart health, and muscle function. For those with sensitive digestion or those introducing the fruit gradually, starting with half a serving and working up is perfectly fine. The key is consistency, not volume. Absorption improves when this fruit is eaten in its whole, natural form. While juices may seem convenient, they remove much of the fiber and can cause quick sugar absorption, which defeats the purpose. The skin of the fruit, when edible, is often rich in antioxidants, making the whole fruit even more valuable. Blending is a good alternative for seniors with chewing difficulties, but even in a smoothie, it's best to keep the fiber intact rather than straining it out. Pairing this fruit with certain foods can enhance its benefits. A handful of nuts or seeds eaten nearby helps stabilize the release of energy even further and supports heart health with healthy fats. Adding the fruit to breakfast oatmeal introduces more fiber and minerals, improving digestion and keeping seniors fuller for longer. Combining it with yogurt supports gut health by bringing together prebiotic fiber from the fruit and probiotics from the yogurt. These combinations create a balanced nutrient profile that the body can use throughout the day. Those who struggle with hydration benefit greatly from eating the fruit alongside or shortly before a water intake. The natural electrolytes in the fruit help the body absorb fluids more efficiently. Seniors who often forget to drink water can use this fruit as a hydration anchor. Enjoying it at the same time each morning or afternoon ensures the body receives a consistent source of structured water. For seniors dealing with digestive issues such as bloating, constipation, or slow motility, eating the fruit at the beginning of a meal can help prepare the stomach. Its enzymes support the breakdown of food, while the fiber helps regulate digestive movement. However, those with very sensitive stomachs may prefer having the fruit between meals instead, where it can be digested more gently and at its own pace. Both options work. The choice depends on how the individual body responds. This fruit also fits easily into familiar routines, making it a sustainable habit rather than another task to remember. It can be sliced and added to breakfast, blended into a simple smoothie, chopped into salads, or eaten entirely on its own. Seniors who struggle with meal preparation often appreciate how quick and effortless it is. No cooking, no complicated steps, and minimal cleanup. Keeping a few servings ready in the refrigerator encourages daily use without the need for extra planning. What matters most is making this fruit a consistent part of the day. The protective antioxidants build up in the body, the fiber continues to support the gut, and the hydration effects compound over time. Strength, vision, digestion, and energy all respond to steady nourishment, not occasional bursts. By choosing the right time, eating the right portion, and preparing it in simple, enjoyable ways, seniors give themselves a daily tool that supports long-term health in a powerful yet gentle way.